great TV.
I think they still require their audience to wear masks, but I would love to go on The View as a guest. I think I would be incredible theater. I would definitely get booed. It would be riveting. But they started with it. I pronounce his name Roald Dahl, who wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, James and the Giant Peach. Probably a good chance that either you or your kids or grandkids have read these books over the last 40 or so years, 50 years, as they have been wildly popular for many children. And they've decided to replace offensive, and offensive is in quotation marks, language throughout his children's books. Sometimes if a kid is fat, they're now referred to as enormous, would be an example. Even the books that some of these kids are reading.
I'd rather be called fat than enormous. You know, enormous is like super fat, to be fair.
Yes.
And
also,
roly-poly is condescending. No one wants to be called roly-poly.
Also, like Augustus Gloop, I think, was that German kid's name, if I remember correctly. His weight is a big part of what happens to him, spoiler alert, as he goes through the chocolate factory.
This is why he's like, Mommy, I need the chocolate river, all of it in my mouth at one time, or else, oh no, I fell in the chocolate river and I float because of my buoyancy.
Yes, this is a very good accent. A fat kid is unable, as you might expect, to restrain himself inside of a chocolate factory. A bit of a bull with a towel kind of situation. He's being taunted.
What is your weakness? Like, what is you don't smoke. I don't think you drink. But like, what is I bring it up just because, like, I think I might have an addiction to chocolate, which my wife could now confirm.
Oh, really?
Like,
that you think would be like, it's a fantastic question. Probably that I am, I'm overconfident. Like, I just think that I can do things that I can't, like, and then.
I meant more like food and substances, but okay, that's cool too.
I thought you were going deep into the psychology there. I could eat chicken parm for every meal. I could eat.
Okay, like you could eat enough chicken parm that you're disgusted at yourself afterwards with how much chicken parm you've eaten.
It's hard for me to stop eating cobbler or pecan pie. Like, I could just go to town on those. It's hard for me to put an ending to it.
So back to the chubby German kid and Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl, chubby German kid, they are changing the language in this kid's books. And we know this has already happened with Dr. Seuss, where they even took a step further and said, oh, my goodness, there's a drawing or there's a plot point or there's a page where people are out there and they're saying these books can no longer be published. Well, they're now doing it to the James Bond books, which were written by Ian Fleming. I think, Buck, these books would have come out in the early 1960s. I think I am correct. The first ever James Bond book by Ian Fleming would have been written in like 1960, something like that. Does that sound right?
Yeah, Ian Fleming is fascinating in that he was a part of, I believe, British naval intelligence in the Second World War. So he was a guy writing really the greatest spy novel franchise of all time as somebody who had worked as, it's interesting, we're not supposed to call it, the spy is the person who works for the intelligence officer, just so everyone knows. So you don't usually refer to yourself as a spy if you are in the CIA or MI6. The people that are bringing you the information are the spies. And another thing to always keep in mind, if anyone ever tells you they were a CIA agent, Clay, be very suspicious, because anybody who's ever worked in the agency knows it is CIA officer. But Ian Fleming, I hate when they do TV and they call me a former CIA agent. I'm like, now it sounds like, this was something I made up to impress ladies at bars, which, by the way, let me tell you, they're not impressed. They're like, wait, you work for the government? How much money do you make? They'd much rather hear you're a professional sports player. And I would also say that Ian Fleming was part of Operation Mincemeat, I believe, which they actually made a movie of it, which was the landing of the floating of a body with fake invasion plans off the coast of Spain. He was part of that in real,
pretty cool.
In actuality. Anyway, sorry, but I think Ian Fleming's a fascinating guy.
Yeah, well, I wanted to make sure I got this right. The first James Bond book was published in 1953, Casino Royale. It appears he published about 12 of them. Obviously, those then have turned into iconic movies that continue to have a great deal of power to this day. But I read some of these books when I was a kid because I was a James Bond guy, and I was like, these are super cool and interesting. And, as you read a book that was written in the 1950s or the 1960s, anything by modern sensibilities is going to sound different. So they are now editing them based on race and sexism related issues, And Buck, to her credit, Whoopi Goldberg on The View has come out and ripped this idea. Listen.
Look, y'all got to stop this, okay? Just put a disclaimer on it that says, listen, this book was written at this time, or put out the original and what y'all have done, because kids should have the right to read how people thought so that they know how to make the change. But, they tried to do this with Mark Twain as well, because they were so concerned that the N-word was in the book. Well, that's how they did it. That's what it was. We don't want people doing it today, and you don't see it as much. That's how people learn.
I feel like James Carville in Old School when he's like on the debate stage and goes, "That was perfect. I have no response." She's totally right. She's totally right. Yeah.
She nailed it. I mean, I think she even used the same example as I did on the show when we talked about Dahl's books being edited. Huckleberry Finn, you need to see the totality of that work. And here's what I would suggest. I mean, not that my books have any kind of great historical legacy or anything, but as an author, I find the idea that after I'm dead, somebody can go in and change the words that I published in my book to be awful. If I'm dead, it's a little bit more challenging if the existing author, some people got upset, Buck, with George Lucas because he went back in and altered some of his Star Wars movies, right? Added different scenes, did different things that he wished he had included. And if the author, creator is still alive, I'm a bit more, open to the idea of, hey, this is my...
Time to take the dogfight to the court. Welcome to Bulldog Basketball on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com. Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by PVT, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Artesia Animal Clinic, Central Valley Electric, Devon Energy, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Hermosa Church of Christ, J.S. Warden Son, HF Sinclair, Smile Expressions, Forest Tire, Crouch Plumbing, Incredible Printing, Cisco Equipment, Bob Reed Pest Control, KFC of Artesia, Maze Lumber, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Big O Tires, Adobe Rose, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Tate Branch of Artesia, Rebel Daughters Barbecue, J&J Home Care, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Faith Baptist Church, Artesia Credit Union, Deans Incorporated, Frost Mortgage, H&R Block, Turpinning & Sons, Kane Electric Supply, Artesia Family Healthcare, Hawker & Sons, La Fonda Restaurant, Western Bank, Guy Chevy, Artesia Ford, Maupin & Brown, Artesia General Hospital, Business Notions, and First National Bank. Now, on with the action.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. And everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
If
If you need a Kubota that works and plays hard, stop looking. You'll find everything you need at Amigo Machinery. When it comes to tough Kubota tractors, mowers, construction equipment, and utility vehicles, all with low-rate financing, Amigo Machinery is your one-stop shop. We are passionately committed to providing our customers with the highest quality products, most innovative solutions, and services delivered with integrity and professionalism. Stop by Amigo Machinery in Roswell or see us online at amigo-machinery.com.
When it comes to your business, Big O Tires knows how important it is to keep your commercial vehicles moving. Why not take your fleet vehicles to the team you trust? Big O Tires has a wide tire selection, offers quality automotive services, and provides priority appointments. With over 60 years experience, our technicians will get your operation back in action quickly. Roll into Big O Tires, your one-stop shop for all your commercial vehicle needs.
Pecans are a big deal here in Chaves County. We have some of the biggest orchards in the country, and lots of us have pecan trees in our yards. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Whether you have one pecan tree or 1,000 of them, this time of year, every pecan tree needs fertilizing. So come see us at Roswell Seed Company, and we'll get you fixed up with the right fertilizer for your pecan trees, so that next year, your nuts will be big and beautiful. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
It's time again for Central Valley Electric Cooperative's annual meeting. The drive-through meeting will be Saturday, March 18th in the Bulldog Bowl parking lot in Artesia. Drive-through anytime between 9 a.m. and noon. First 200 registered members will receive a $50 gift card and a chance to win door prizes. It's your co-op, so come out and vote for members of the Board of Trustees and other matters. CVE's drive-through annual meeting, Saturday, March 18th. We hope to see you there.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling joined by Coach Michael Mondragon of the Artesia Bulldogs varsity basketball team. And, Coach, I just want you to reflect a little bit on district and the big district tournament championship. You guys had a good run.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's what you want as a coach. You know, you go 6-0 in district, you got to play somebody for the third time, which is always never easy task just because, you know, you're familiar with them. But I thought we came out and did a great job of just doing what we do. You know, we guarded, we defended. They made some shots, which is what they do, which is Portales. But really proud of our guys. It really validates what we're doing. You know, 4th in a row. Being able to host a first round in the state tournament, that's what you're shooting for all year long. So really proud of our guys, really proud of our seniors. They've never lost a district championship, so it's a good thing and definitely good momentum that projects us into the state tournament.
Well, now you go into the state tournament, second round, and getting the 4 seed.
Yes, sir.
Knew you talked about it last week, thought you'd be somewhere from 3 to 6. You end up being kind of in the middle. You get the 4 seed, which is great. And now you take on Valencia here in the second round of the playoffs. You'll be at the pit. Go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, you know, they are hot. You know, they've played some really good teams. They've took Highland into overtime and should have won that game and lost, which is the number 2 ranked team in the state. And they beat St. Pius, who we played earlier in the year and got beat. So, you know, they're good. They play 6 guys. They've got a big post in the middle. It's very strong and big leading scorer, leading rebounder. And they've got shooters all around them. So they're very – you're going to see on Saturday, they spread you. They try to attack you. They try to, you know, get you in space and really get you where you got to defend some smaller guys. And then they get to the rim, you help. They kick for shots. But they're very similar to our district teams, which is something I'm really excited about. I like our matchup. Very similar to Portales, very similar to Lovington. Spread you, really athletic, try to get to the rim. So we're ready. But, you know, Joby, here we are, man. We're 19-7. We're the 4-time defending district champions. It's our home gym. We've got a group of seniors that have been there and done this before. So they're ready. They're ready for this moment. We've had a really good week of practice. We're focused. We know what the task at hand. It's not going to be easy, but we're up to it. But really want to challenge Artesia. You know, we want a huge crowd. It's our last home game. It's going to be our best home game with the state tournament coming in here. And anytime you get to host, it's a huge advantage. So really want to challenge Artesia to come out and pack this pit Saturday tonight at 6 o'clock.
All right, Bulldog fans, hope you're here, and go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.
At Roswell, Ford can't do anything about the wind, but we can sure help you find the right car or truck. Roswell Ford has the biggest selection of nice pre-owned vehicles in southeastern New Mexico. Each one carefully inspected and backed with a 3-day money-back guarantee. We also have brand new Fords arriving almost every day, so you'll want to check with us frequently to be sure you don't miss something. And when your vehicle needs service, remember that Roswell Ford offers free pickup and delivery so you don't have to get out in the wind. Where the Roswell Ford mobile service van can come to you and take care of most routine maintenance at your house or where you work. So whether you're shopping for a new vehicle or taking care of the one you have, you can't do better than Roswell Ford, the tailgate nation, at the corner of 9th and Main. Come see us, but remember to hang on to your hat and don't let that car door get away from you.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center is now open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Located in the historic Ward Morehouse, the Artesia Museum and Art Center offers information on local and area history. The art annex next door features rotating exhibits such as local art shows and temporary in-house displays. For event schedule and upcoming social exhibits, visit their website artesianm.gov/museum or call 575-748-2390. The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, 505 Richardson in downtown Artesia.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
Forest Tire. Mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
When was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Stop by the branch on 5th Street or log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender. Billbanks Trucking Services in Artesia is seeking dedicated and motivated individuals to join their team. Immediate openings include CDL drivers with pay starting at $25 to $33 per hour depending on experience. Riggers with pay starting at $20 per hour and open positions for lease operators. Willbanks Trucking Services offers full benefits including medical, dental, vision, 401k, and housing for out-of-town employees. For more information on career opportunities, please call 575-746-6318 or online at willbanks.us. Willbanks Trucking.
My name is Philip Finley Rascone. I'm a junior. I play 2 and 3 guard. My parents are Tracy and Philip Rascone. My favorite subject in school is either language or history. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is winning.
My name is Nemesio Hernandez. I'm a senior. I play center. My parents are Heather Sanchez and Jason Hernandez. My favorite subject in school is math, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is just that we are more of family and a brotherhood instead of teammates.
My name is David Hammond. I'm a junior. I play point guard. My parents are Stephanie Hammond and David Hammond. My favorite subject is science, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the tradition.
My name is Adrian Zamoron. I'm a senior, and the positions I play is point guard and shooting guard. My parents are Natasha and Daniel Zamoron. My favorite subject is history, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the support we get from the town.
Plumbing, air conditioning, heating, gas lines, sewer jetting, refrigeration, ice machines, RO systems, water softening, sheet metal fabrication, duct cleaning, residential and commercial. Crouch does it all. When you find yourself in need of assistance, give the experts at Crouch Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning a call. The Crouches know quality matters, and they'll find the best solutions for your situation. That's 575-746-3782 for Crouch Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, serving all of Eddy County since 1967.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Your destination for health is closer than you think. You don't have to drive hours for personalized care. You can get high-quality health care right here, close to home, at Artesia General Hospital. From hip, knee, and shoulder replacements to sports injuries, general surgery, pain management, and wound care, our providers will help you get back to doing the things you love right here in Southeast New Mexico. Artesia General Hospital is here for you when you need us. To learn more about some of our key service lines, visit artesiageneral.com/closer.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
Hard to believe, but this year marks the 50th anniversary of Smile Expressions in Artesia. Smile Expressions began as Dr. William Greenhaw established his practice in 1972. The practice soon grew to employ 10 people, including Dr. Kay Youngren. After Dr. Greenhaw's retirement, Dr. Youngren took over and the practice became Smile Expressions. And Dr. Caitlin Gunn joined Smile Expressions in 2018. When it's time to choose dental care for your family, choose the clinic with a 50-year tradition of serving Artesia. Choose Smile Expressions.
In volatile times, it's natural to worry about your retirement.
Hon, I'm worried about our retirement account.
With today's economy, it just makes sense to keep your retirement money close to home with people you know. We have several guaranteed safe options. Peace of mind with retirement savings. It just makes sense. Western Bank of Artesia. Member FDIC. It just makes sense.
March into spring with the Yucca Blossom Festival Saturday and Sunday, March 11th and 12th at the Walter Gerald Civic Center. Come out and check out the arts and crafts of over 50 vendors. There will be food trucks on site. Win great door prizes throughout this fun-filled 2-day event. It's a great time for the entire family, including face painting for the kids. March into spring with the Yucca Blossom Festival, March 11th and 12th at the Carlsbad Civic Center and paid by Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
What's tougher than a Ford truck? Finding a Ford truck. Artesia Ford Sales is ready to help with a great selection of certified pre-owned Ford trucks. All certified pre-owned vehicles qualify for low 0.99% interest for 36 months. If a new Ford truck is what you want, let us order your new truck from the factory. Artesia Ford can price protect your selection. The price today is the price you'll pay when your new truck is delivered. Don't let buying a new truck be tough. Make buying a Ford truck easy by visiting Artesia Ford Sales today. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Bulldog fans all over the world. Welcome to KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com coverage of the Artesia Bulldogs and the Valencia Jaguars in the NMAA State Basketball Tournament, first round of 16. We're coming to you from the Bulldog Pit in Artesia, New Mexico. I'm Gene Down. Jeffrey's producing the video for you. And Joby Hodling, the voice of the Bulldogs, is joining us as the teams are getting ready to come out for their introduction. What excitement here in the Bulldog Pit tonight. There's a good crowd forming, and we should have a pretty good matchup tonight.
Yeah, going to be a great game. We've seen Valencia this year. They're one of the hottest teams in the state right now, so the Bulldogs come in here expecting to have a great game.
So we're going to have the national anthem, so we'll listen to that. And then we'll be back with the starting lineups and all the other excitement that goes with this game. All right, the national anthem means we can get ready to start this game. The Lady Bulldogs already did their part, Joby. They won their game last night over Moriarty. They advanced to the state Sweets. No, it's the 8. It's the Elite 8.
Elite 8.
And they'll play on Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. It's up to the boys now to win their game and move on to the Elite 8 and play next week. And we've seen Valencia before, very early in the season, but I think both of these teams are totally different teams than what they were when they met back in December.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the thing about early games is it's just that. It's early in the season. The Bulldogs had just come off the week before, literally a week before coming off the state championship of football. And on our roster, we've got a lot of football players. And so Bulldogs are still trying to get their legs under them. Valencia, of course, they were early in their season as well. We did win that game at Valencia 38-36. It was a tight game, and maybe we see another tight one today.
Goddard is playing tonight. They were the number 16 seed. They're in Albuquerque at Albuquerque Academy, the number 1 seed. They are in the fourth quarter. Academy 63, Goddard 42. I was talking to some folks, football, they take 12. Top 4 teams get a bye. And I asked someone in the know, why don't they do that for basketball? Joby, it's the difference between a football coach and a basketball coach. The basketball coaches, they want to play. They want to get the games in. They don't want to be missing all that time, and they want to play. We're even going to see some changes when it comes to the district tournament next year. So that's going to be interesting, too, when that happens.
Well, and the other thing about it is basketball, to compete with football monetarily, they need a lot more games. Even though the state tournament up at the pit, draws a lot of money, football just allows more money to be made at football games. But you're right, in either case, basketball is not, it's a physical game, but football seems to have more of a toll. They play 1 game a week in football. They'll play 2 and 3, sometimes 4 games a week in basketball. So that's just how it is, the difference between the two sports. I'm going to go ahead and get the starting lineup for Valencia as the Bulldogs hype video is going here in Bulldog Pit. And is that playing on our screen, or is that?
Yeah, it is.
It is. Can we still hear us?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay,
We
good.
fixed that.
Okay, all right. So for the Valencia Jaguars coming in 13-15 on the season. They went 5-3 in district. Their starters tonight, number 1, Adam Madrid. He's a 6'1" junior. Number 2, Damian Estrada, a 6'2" junior. One of their captains, number 11, Mariano Paria. He is a 5'9" senior. Number 21 is Richie Baca. He's a senior, no height listed. And number 23, another captain, Ali Abdullah. He is a 6'5" senior forward. For the Artesia Bulldogs, non-starters, number 21, junior guard, 6 foot, Nye Estrada. Number 23, another junior guard listed at 6 foot, Jaron Watkins. Number 24 is Philip Finley Rascone. He's another 6 foot junior guard, so back-to-back-to-back juniors and guards. Number 30 is Nemicio Hernandez, a 6'4" senior, plays forward for the Bulldogs. Another guard is a 5'8" junior, number 32, David Hammond. Number 33 is Adrian Zamaron. He's a 5'8" senior guard. Number 40, Chance Campbell, is a 6'6" post, and he is a senior. And he's one of the, Riley Jarrett, number 42, is one of the captains. But I'll get to him in just a minute because he's a starter. I got out of my rhythm here. Number 44, a captain, Japheth Zamaron, a 6'4" senior. And number 52, Ricky Almendares, a 6'3" junior post. The starters for the Artesia Bulldogs, number 3, senior point guard, 5'9", and captain Nick Sanchez. Number 4, Cameron Thorpe, a 6'4" senior, plays guard and small forward out on the wing. Number 12, another senior, 5'11" forward, Peyton Beans. Number 22, junior, 5'10", plays guard and shooting guard, point guard and shooting guard. That's Diego Wesson. And another captain down in the middle for the Bulldogs, a 6'3" senior, shooting small forward and power forward, Riley Jarrett. The Bulldogs and the Valencia Jaguars have faced each other, as Gene and already talked about, the 4th game of the season for the Bulldogs. And it was the 8th game of the season for Valencia. Artesia won that game 38-36. They've had 5 common opponents: Deming, Las Cruces, Belen, St. Pius, and Goddard. Artesia won all of those games except for St. Pius. Valencia lost. They beat Goddard and Santa Teresa and beat St. Pius once. Actually lost to them once and beat them once. But that's all in the past. Now we get ready to go here as the Artesia Bulldogs are ready to tip off against the Valencia Jaguars, going from left to right here on as we see it. The tip is won by Valencia, and we're underway as number 11, Mariano Perea, comes across the timeline, goes over to the left side to Madrid, swing it over to the right side to Baca. They're swinging around out top, and then the number 2 drives and goes into the paint. Oh, he got away. No, he did not. A walk. Turnover on Valencia. So the first turnover of the ball game goes to the Bulldogs from Valencia as Nick Sanchez will work his way up. He's going to be faced by Richie Baca, number 21. Bounce pass to Cameron Thorpe on the right side. Hit Diego Wesson. He goes to the top. And then it hand off to Sanchez. His shot up and no good. And number 2, Estrada, comes down with the board. Gets it to Perea. He's up the left side looking. Goes over to the left corner to Abdullah. He drives and then kicks to number 21, Baca. His 15-footer's up, no good. There's Abdullah with the rebound. Putback is no good. And then goes off of Peyton Deans and out of bounds on the attempted rebound.
You would expect Ali Abdullah to be in there rebounding. 180 rebounds for the Jaguars this year. Damian Estrada, number 2, rebounding at 155.
They get it to and we're going to have an offensive foul as they got it to Abdullah. He's listed at 6'5", Gene. He gets a lot of boards, very athletic young man, and tall and long, but they got a foul on number 1.
Number 1,
Adam Madrid, for an illegal pick. Nick Sanchez coming across timeline, gets it to Jarrett, back to Sanchez on the left wing, looks for a screen from Deans. Bounce pass over to Wesson. He'll drive into the lane, puts up a shot. His shot is blocked, and coming out of there with it, we're going to have a foul. And who are they calling it on? The Bulldogs? Nope, they're calling it on Valencia on number 2. That'll be the second team foul, and the first on Damian Estrada.
And Valencia, young man, is talking back to the official, Estrada. That's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, he wasn't looking at him, but he was definitely talking to him. Nick Sanchez goes to the right side. He'll stop, works around a screen, has a mismatch as he goes. Pump fakes, goes underneath. Peyton Deans up. He's fouled, but no call. Coming out of the rebound is Madrid for Valencia. Gets it up the court to Perea on the right side. Sanchez picks him up, swings it out top to Madrid. Madrid puts it on the floor. Now he'll go back to Perea into the right side corner. Abdullah puts up a 3. It's going to be long, and there's a rebound on the backside. It's stripped away. Turnover. Coming out there with it, Peyton Deans. He'll get it to Sanchez. Still 0-0 as we go down to Weston on the right corner. Dean swings it over to Thorpe for 3. In and out, no good. There's a rebound by Riley Jarrett, and he puts it up and in, and the Bulldogs score first. The fans can now sit down. Valencia right back down the floor quickly. Over to Abdullah on the baseline, right side, turnaround jumper, and he stepped out of bounds. Turnover, Valencia.
Well, that's a bunch of turnovers for them, 3 or 4 earlier in the game. Of course, the Bulldogs have a couple as well. So nerves, jitteriness, just trying to get into a rhythm, settled into the game. Valencia's been in town since yesterday, so they've had plenty of time to practice and get to know this gym.
All right, so Enriquez checks in for Valencia. Bulldogs swinging around to Nick Sanchez on the right wing. Out top to Estrada. It's tipped away from Wesson. Turnover Bulldogs, and coming the other direction is Perea. He'll stop. Wide open 3 is up and good. 3-2 Valencia. 5:20 and counting here in the first period. And a turnover turns into points for the Jaguars. Sanchez taking his time down the court. Out top to Jarrett, swing it over to Cameron Thorpe. Now to Wesson. He'll put it on the floor, go into the lane. His shot up short, no good. And Abdullah with the board for the Jaguars. They're going to fire it down the court to Perea, left side 3-point shot. It's off the rim, no good. Good block out there by Peyton Deans, coming out of there with the rebound, Diego Wesson. Gets it to Sanchez, right side. Top of the key, pulls up a 17-footer, is going to be off the front of the rim, no good. Again, a rebound, Estrada, and then a foul called on Peyton Deans. And you know, one thing about these guys is they're pretty long. got several over 6 foot. They're getting a lot of good rebounds, not giving the Bulldogs a second chance.
They are, and they get good position underneath the basket to get that rebound. I mean, you talked about how tall they are, and they have a lot of rebounds, but they also get in position to get that rebound.
They sure do. All right, so coming into the ball game for the Bulldogs is Chance Campbell. Peyton Deans takes a seat as Valencia runs a little weave out top. Now they get it to Abdullah. He's going to try to drive in, 6'5". His shot up, no good. Backside rebound, Riley Jarrett. He'll get it to Sanchez. Bulldogs right up the court quickly. Sanchez behind the back, put a move on. He'll lose dribble, but he picks it back up. And he'll back it up as they call a play. Richie Baca on Sanchez as he goes by him to the right side. Stop. Gets him up into the air. Shot is up and good. Bulldogs go back up 4-3. Sanchez with his first bucket. He's taken 3 shots. He's 1 for 3 and now has a 2-point field goal. On the other end, Sanchez guarding, kicks it over to the left side. Number 31 with the 3, and he drains it. That's Porter, who had checked in the last break. 6-4, Valencia. Sanchez again, he's going to kick it over to Thorpe on the left wing. Back out to Sanchez. Nick, after getting the play, goes over to Wesson on the right side, trying to feed it down low. He's going to shoot the 3. It's off the rim, no good. A good block out down there by number 21, and then Sanchez almost takes the weight, but goes out of bounds off of him. So back to Valencia.
Well, he's going to hustle. Nick is going to hustle. He's a senior. He's been the spark plug for this team for 3 years now, and he wants to get to Albuquerque. He wants to get to the pit, so he is going to be everywhere on the floor tonight.
All right, Perea brings it across timeline, double screen. He'll go to the left side. Now back out top to Abdullah. Swing it over to Baca. Baca back out side to Porter. Now back out to Abdullah. He's 6'5", but he can handle. Hands it off to Perea. He's on the right side. Kicks it back to Abdullah. He'll spin into the lane. His shot up and good. And one. Nope, they called the offensive foul as he spun in. Good job there by Riley Jarrett to take the charge. Abdullah will take a seat. That's his first, and coming in for him is number 1, Madrid, back into the ball game.
Sanchez followed the ball handler in, and that left Abdullah open in the Bulldog defense, and instead of taking the shot, he goes in and gets called for the charge.
All right, so Sanchez works his way across the timeline. He looks back at Coach Mondragon for the play. Goes over to the right side, out top to Campbell. Campbell to Thorpe. Thorpe now goes to Jarrett on the block. He turns, puts it up and in. Nice turnaround shot. That's a good assist for Cameron Thorpe, and Riley Jarrett now with 4 of the 6 points, and it's tied up. Number 12, Enriquez out top, goes to Baca. Baca swing it over to Porter and back out top to Madrid. They work it around the edge over to the left side now. 3-point shot is up and off the rim, no good. Long rebound comes down to
is that Estrada?
Number 31,
31.
Porter.
Porter, okay.
I think it was 31. So they'll reset. Perea out top. Swing it over to the right side to Enriquez. Now back out to Porter. Over to the left side now. 3-point shot is up. It's going to be short again. Long rebound is going to be out of bounds off of Valencia. So Bulldog basketball, as checking into the ball game for Diego Weston is Nye Estrada. And for the other side, number 2, Damian Estrada checks in. He comes in for Porter. 2 minutes to go, 6-6, low-scoring affair. As you said, Gene, maybe just trying to get a lot of nerves here probably. In front of a pretty big crowd here at Bulldog Pit. Bulldogs down on the baseline on the right side. Turnaround is blocked, but there is going to be a foul called. And that's number 2, and he's been arguing with the officials, so he's
arguing again.
Careful. Oh, yeah. So Riley Jarrett with a nice shot. He's fouled. That's going to be the second on Estrada, the 4th team foul. And the coach over there for Valencia also arguing his case.
Well, he's got to defend his players, and looks like they're going to get Abdullah back up and ready to come in.
First shot up and good for Jarrett. Yep, number 2, Estrada will take a seat with 2 fouls, and coming back in, Abdullah. He's got 1 foul. All right, so Riley Jarrett getting ready to take the shot. He made his first. The Bulldogs lead again, 7-6, 1:45 to go here in the first period. Shot is up. It's going to be short. Coming out of there to rebound is Perea. And he'll slow it down and bring it across as he took a look at his coach and got the play called. Sanchez waiting on him. Back stepping. Goes around a screen, goes into the left side, throws up the shot. It's good. Nice take by Perea.
Over the top of Nick Sanchez, so he did a good job.
On the other end, Baca picks up Sanchez. So Perea not guarding Sanchez, but Sanchez guarding him. Now they get a double team. Coming out on him is Oil into the corner it goes. Now they're going to go down low to Campbell. He turnaround bank shot is good. Another assist for Cameron Thorpe. And the Bulldogs go back up 9-8. It's been back and forth here in the first period. We're down under a minute now as Perea will work it around to Abdullah on the left side. He puts it on the floor, picks up his dribble, goes back to Perea. His shot up no good, and the rebound comes down to Riley Jarrett. He'll get it to Sanchez on the left side. Up the left side he'll go as we get down under 40 seconds. Sanchez stops, shoots the three. It's good. Looked like he was fouled. No foul called. Nick buries it. The Bulldogs have their biggest lead, 12-8, as we're going to go under 30 seconds before Enriquez gets it. Or no, actually that's Perea gets it across the timeline. Now he goes to Enriquez over there. They're looking for the last shot, 22 seconds. Thorpe goes out on Enriquez. They're going to start counting to 5. As Thorpe stand on him, swing it back over to number 11, Perea. 12 seconds. Now they'll go into their offense. Perea looking, going to try to get it to Abdullah, which they do. Almost traveled with it. Now he's going to try to drive into the lane. He kicks it over to the left side. Madrid's shot is partially blocked, but they're going to call a foul on the Bulldogs with 0.6 seconds to go in the first.
Bulldogs have gone into a man-to-man defense, and I guess they don't expect Abdullah to shoot from the outside because he was being guarded by Chance Campbell, and Campbell wasn't up on him. Abdullah had to drive in, and then he passed it off, and the foul is called.
First shot is up and good for number 1, Adam Madrid. So that takes it down to a 3-point lead. And they're going to bring in 2 players, Valencia with Porter and the Bulldogs with Deans with 0.6 seconds to go. Riley Jarrett will get a break, as will Abdullah. 2 of the bigs, 1 for each team. So the second shot coming up here for Madrid. He's made 1 point. He's 1 for 1 from the line. Second shot is up. It's off the rim, no good. Peyton Deans with the board, and that will end the first period. The Artesia Bulldogs lead Valencia 12-9.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Bulldogs lead 12-9 and will have the basketball as we start the second quarter. Here's Joby. They lead 12-9.
All right, starters back on the floor for the Bulldogs. Do not have all the starters back on for Valencia. Wesson will key it in right in front of Gene and I here on the press table. Sanchez in the backcourt. He crosses. Baca picking him up. He'll hand it off to Wesson. Wesson works his way over to the left side. He's going to hand it off to Thorpe. They're in a man-to-man defense, as are the Bulldogs when they're on defense. Peyton Dean's looking for a screen. He sets it, gets them to double teams. Wesson for 3, and it is good. He buries it, and there is an assist for Nick Sanchez, and Diego Wesson bottoms out on the three-pointer from the left baseline. Valencia's Perea back down the floor on the right side, trying to dribble, almost taken away by Sanchez, and then it's going to be outside to Baca. Baca stops at the free throw line, kicks it to Porter for 3. It's off the front of the rim, no good, and there's Peyton Deans, but he gets it stolen. And now there's going to be a scramble for it, and it's going to be a jump ball tied up by Cameron Thorpe in the possession arrow to Valencia.
Tell you what, Porter, he jumped in there. He's just as quick as Nick Sanchez. Was it Deans or Wesson that got the rebound? And
it was Deans, and he stripped it from him.
Yeah, and he was just kind of holding the ball out there, looking up the floor, and in came Porter with the steal.
Bounce pass in to Porter, and that's turnover. Valencia, he wasn't in.
Yep.
As Baca was still on the line. Coming back into the ballgame is Madrid. Porter will take a seat. 15-9 Bulldogs, 7:12 to go in the first half. Jarrett into Sanchez, and he'll take a look. Coach Mondragon calling out the play to everybody. Baca waiting on Sanchez. Man-to-man defense. Bounce pass on the right wing. Back over to Sanchez. He'll shoot the three again. It's going to be long this time. Fighting for the rebound, and good job by Diego Wesson as he tied up Abdullah. Possession arrow Bulldogs. He given up about 4 inches, maybe 5 to Abdullah, but he goes up high. They come down with it together, tied up. Cameron Thorpe will key it in on the left baseline, in tight. Gets it to Riley Jarrett on the left side, up and good. Cameron Thorpe with the assist. Riley Jarrett with a great finish on the left side. Bulldogs 17, Valencia 9, and a timeout taken by the coach for the Valencia Jaguars.
Is it a full or 30 there?
30 second.
Okay, we'll just stick right here for a second. We have an update from Albuquerque Academy. The game is over. The Academy Chargers advance as they defeat the Goddard Rockets 82-52.
Big win there, but that was the 1 versus 16, so not necessarily unexpected. Goddard's a scrappy team. We see them every year 2 or 3 times. They're in our district. But Albuquerque Academy, the real deal. They're the 1 seed, been ranked number 1, I think, most of the year. So a good win there for Academy, expected. And so who is the 5 seed? I forget already.
The 5 seed is Gallup Valley. They're playing tonight in Gallup. And that's who the winner of this game will play on the 8th,
which is Wednesday,
at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock on Wednesday, hopefully the Bulldogs. All right, so Valencia brings it in after their timeout. They go around top. Madrid over to the left side to Parias, taken away, turnover. Going in on the right side, up and in, and it's blocked. No foul call. Did a good job using his body, but better defense, I guess.
Richie Baca with the block.
Baca blocks Wesson, who got that steal. The rebound back down the floor. The three-point shot is an air ball, and it'll go out of bounds. He'll hear it from the Bulldog faithful over here. 17-9 Artesia. Coming back into the ball game will be number 31, Carson Porter. Taking a seat will be number 12, Enriquez, who just shot that shot, so the coach pulled him out when he shot the air ball. 17-9.
Coach knows what he's doing.
Sanchez across the timeline on the left side, hands it off to Cameron Thorpe. He'll put it on the floor. Hand it off to Diego Wesson. Wesson, back cut, nice shot, nice pass. Shot up, the shot was changed. Peyton Deans with the rebound, and then he's fouled. Boy, nice back cut there. Just needled the pass through a tiny area was Wesson, but the shot unable to go. And the reason, good defense there by Abdullah. He came up and made Nick change his shot. But Peyton Deans gets the rebound. Bulldogs keying it in. They get it to the shot up and no good for Riley Jarrett as he came across on the right side baseline. Down the floor quickly. Madrid, he falls down and then diving on him, and we're going to have a foul or a jump ball.
Jump ball. And it'll still be Valencia ball. They could have called a travel on that. He tripped and fell, and
I thought they might call a foul because Bulldog dove on him to try to get the jump ball. At first I thought it might be a foul. Campbell checks back in for Peyton Deans. Also checking in for the Jaguars is number 2, Damian Estrada. He'll get it in, and they get it out top, swinging around the top. The three-point shot is up, no good. Riley Jarrett up high for the board. Sanchez down the left side looking. Goes to Thorpe, back to Sanchez. He'll turn around. They'll talk about a play here. Is Coach Mondragon thinking about it? Calls a play. Baca trying to stand in front of Sanchez. Go to Jarrett out top. He's going to go to Campbell. Bulldogs running some picks and screens. Thorpe looks at the three, doesn't take it, gets it to Wesson. Wesson drives in on the baseline left side, turnaround, goes up and under. Nice move. Can't get the shot to fall, gets his own rebound. Fighting for it, and they're going to call a
foul on Wesson? Or did he step on the end line?
He must have stepped on the end line because no foul called. Diego got that rebound. Boy, he made a nice move to go up and under the shot, but unable to go. Gets his board, and then they say he stepped on the end line, so the turnover on the Bulldogs. Number 11, Mariano Perea up the floor. Sanchez waiting on him. Looking to post up Porter. Now he backs back up. Again, they're going to post up Porter. It's going to be turned over. Cameron Thorpe steps in front of it. He drives down the floor. Nice pass. And on the finish, Riley Jarrett and one. Great feed after the steal by Cameron Thorpe, and the Bulldogs go up double digit. Jarrett going to the line.
I don't know who's more fired up, the fans or Thorpe.
Or me.
Or Joby.
I want to be in that conversation. I'm fired up too.
10-point lead, and they can add to it here with the and one.
Foul was called on number 11, Mariano Perea. And at the line for the and one, Riley Jarrett. He can get double digits with this, and he does. 10 points. He leads all scorers. Does Riley. And the Bulldogs go up by 11, as Gene said, 20-9, 4:42 and counting. Down on the other end, Estrada drives his shot up, and no good. And there's a great rebound. Cameron Thorpe gets it to Sanchez. Up the floor they come. Nick looking. He's going to put a move on. Step back, step under. Now he'll just bounce pass it back over to Diego West. Now back to Sanchez. They took a look over at Coach Mondragon to call a play. He'll back it up, and they'll run a play now. Go down on the block. Riley Jarrett, turn around. No good. Bulldogs fighting for the rebound, but coming out of there with it is number 11, Perea. He drives up the floor. He'll go into the lane. Pass, shot, nope, not taken. Kick out to Estrada. His three-point shot up and no good. And Bulldogs fighting over the rebound, but they'll get it. Diego Weston with the board. Get it to Sanchez.
Abdullah kicked it back out for that three-point attempt, and it just was off.
Sanchez drives into the lane, throws up a jumper, no good. Long rebound will go to Sanchez. He'll spot for three. It's in and out. Bulldogs were battling for the board, but coming out of there with it is number 12, Fernando Enriquez. He'll get it up the court. It's now to Damian Estrada down into the corner to Baca. He puts a move on, drives into the lane, kicks it to the left side baseline, shot up, no good. Riley Jarrett with another defensive rebound, and he's knocked down, and they call a foul on number 23, and that'll be his second, I think. Abdullah.
Yeah, he kind of dove in there to try to get that. I was a little, and it is a 1-and-1, so we're going to get a break here for just a moment as we walk up the other way for the 1-and-1. I was a little confused by his diving in on that particular situation.
Yeah, we had the rebound secured. You're right. I mean, it was kind of a foul that you don't normally want to have. And Buddy's just hustling. Abdullah trying to get the board.
Oh, no question about that.
Yep.
Now, Nick's got 5 points. He's got a 3 and a 2. But they've really been in his face. I think that's one of the players that Valencia has targeted to try to contain just a little bit.
Zamaron, who had checked in, just gets the foul on the attempted rebound. The shot was in and out on the 1-and-1 for Riley Jarrett. So checking back in is going to be Estrada, and right back out is Madrid. He had just come in, so I don't know if they just wanted to tell something to, if the coach wanted to say something to number 2, Estrada, or what, but they switched right back out. Number 11, Perea, comes down the floor, picks up his dribble, goes to Madrid, or Estrada. Estrada working against Estrada. So Estrada for the Bulldogs had checked in, and there's a foul called on Nye as Damian Estrada for Valencia take it to the right side. He's fouled. So that's the 4th team foul on the Bulldogs, the first on Nye Estrada. And at the line, number 2, Damian Estrada, the 6'2" junior. Shot is up and good. Damian Estrada now with 3 points in the ball game. As Madrid checks back in. He'll come in for Abdullah for the Jaguars, and it's back to a 10-point lead. They can get it back down to single digits here with this free throw. Damian Estrada spins the ball. Shot is up, and it is going to be in and out, no good. Cameron Thorpe with another rebound. So the lead remains 20-10 after the second free throw was missed. Nick Sanchez drives in. Boy, he had a wide open Thorpe for a minute when they collapsed to double teaming, but was unable to get the pass out quickly. So back to Sanchez from Thorpe. Goes around a screen, kicks it over to Thorpe. Thorpe down on the block. Turn around, little scoop. They're going to call a travel on the Bulldogs, Riley Jarrett.
Amazingly enough, that little shovel shot actually went in.
Yeah, the little scoop shot is checking back into the ball game is Abdullah, and also coming back into the ball game is number 12, Fernando Enriquez, and Carson Porter, I think, or maybe Enriquez was already on the floor. So Carson Porter checks back in for the Jaguars. Down the floor, they run a double screen, kick it over to the left side to Estrada. Abdullah, he'll swing it over to the right side to Enriquez. Now back over to the left side. They move it around quickly. Abdullah tries to drive. He'll kick. Look at a three. Doesn't take it. Gets it to Porter. He'll put it on the floor. He'll kick it over to the left side corner. The three-point shot is up and no good. But there for the attempted rebound was Estrada for Valencia. It goes off his hands and out of bounds. So one of the things I'm noticing, it seems like they're doing offensive defensive switches every play that they can. early here. We're only in the first half, and they're already doing offensive defensive switches. So back into the ball game is number 1, Madrid. And also back into the ball game was number 21, and that is Baca for the Bulldogs. Somebody came in. Peyton Deans.
And he picks up Sanchez.
Yeah, Baca has had Sanchez every time he's been in the ball game. As Wesson has it out top, he'll drive in on the right side, stop, shot up, and rolls around, no good. Backside rebound brought down by Madrid, gets it ahead to Perea. Perea up the left side. Nick Sanchez chasing down, it goes into the lane, kicks it. Porter for 3, the shot is up and no good. And backside rebound by Valencia, shot no good. Kick it out, Nick Sanchez comes down with the board. He drives up the left side. He looks at stopping and shooting, but he doesn't. Backing down on the baseline, he's going to put up the shot. It's going to be short. And there is Madrid for the rebound and then tipped out of bounds by the Bulldogs. It'll be Valencia basketball. Now right back in is going to be Abdullah and Estrada. So they're doing offensive defensive switches early. Well, I say that, so they're going back on offense. I don't know. They're switching almost every time there's a timeout. Coming in for the Bulldogs with 1:37 to go is David Hammond. Nick Sanchez will get his first break of the ball game. Perea up the left side. Now he'll get it to Estrada. It goes through the hands and out of bounds off of who? They're going to call a jump ball, I bet you. No, they're going to say that it is Valencia basketball. Sanchez back in. Hammond will go back to the take a seat. Baca to key it in. He's going to go out top to Estrada. Damian Estrada working against Diego Wesson. He'll drive in on the right side, put a shoulder in him. Foul was called, but it's going to be called on Peyton Deans.
And so the basket counts.
It went in and out, so no good.
Oh.
It'll be 2-shot foul. It looked like it was going to go in, and then it flipped out.
I do need new glasses.
Damian Estrada at the line once again. He is 1 for 2 from the line. He's got 1 point in the ball game. 2 fouls. Here's the first free throw up and good. So now back to a 9-point lead. Boy, it's been a dry spell as Campbell checks in for the Bulldogs. Madrid checks in for the Jaguars as Deans and Abdullah take a break respectively for both teams. 22-11, 1:19 to go in the first half. Second shot is up. It's no good. Chance Campbell with the board, but it's taken away from him. So a turnover on the Bulldogs. They'll kick it out top. Now swing it over the left side. Baca to the corner. And driving in and scoring is Estrada, 20-13. So a 7-point lead now for the Bulldogs as Sanchez comes across on the right side, takes a look at Coach Mondragon. Mondragon, coach calls the play. Chance Campbell coming out to set a pick. And now they're waiting. Going to bounce pass to Diego Wesson. So we're down to 43 seconds and counting. Wesson swings it to Thorpe. Thorpe to Estrada, right side on the baseline. He'll put it on the floor, drive into the lane from the close. And there is a putback, a rebound, and a putback for Riley Jarrett. Great job. And then a timeout taken by Coach Mondragon. 22-13, 28.8 seconds to go. I haven't seen if it's a 30 or not, Gene.
No.
30-second time.
Since 2019, Spur Energy Partners has been committed to the markets we have operations, including right here in Artesia, New Mexico. We are proud of this community and we work hard to be a good citizen and support our local economy, our local schools, and our local families. That's why Spur Energy Partners is excited about bringing the Artesia Bulldog broadcasts to you. Good luck, Bulldogs, and safe travels in the 2022 season. Play hard with Bulldog Pride from Spur Energy Partners.
Got some finals in this first round of 16. Ruidoso has defeated Bosque 74-68. And as we mentioned earlier, Albuquerque Academy has defeated Goddard 82-52.
All right, 28.8 seconds. Valencia basketball trying to get it in. They get it into Abdullah. Full court pressure, man-to-man pressure by the Bulldogs. He'll get it ahead. It's going to be tipped away by Hammond. Great defense there by David Hammond, and he's known for that as he spells Nick Sanchez throughout the ball games and comes in and displays outstanding guard, point guard, and defensively. 22.5 seconds to go. Baca long pass down, and boy, putting the shot up and in. Bulldogs got beat that time. 22-15 as Estrada puts it up and in. Sanchez working his way down. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. They're going to come out and double team him. Sanchez goes away from the double team, kicks it into the corner. Three-point shot is up and good. And he's grinning all the way down. And that's the final shot of the half, as drilling it was Diego Wesson. That was his 6th point, and the Bulldogs now lead 25-15 going into the half.
Time for the Tape Branch halftime show. We'll have stats and scores in just a moment.
Hi, it's Maria and Brisa with the Tape Branch Auto Group. It's March Markdown Madness here at Tape Branch, and we are going to be shooting for savings all month long.
This month only, when you buy a used car, you can shoot your...
Hi, it's Maria and Brisa with the Tape Branch Auto Group. It's March Markdown Madness here at Tape Branch, and we are going to be shooting for savings all month long.
This month only, when you buy a used car, you can shoot your way into instant savings. 100, 200, 300, what savings will you shoot?
That's a foul. We are shooting for $500, $750, and $1,000 discounts. All you have to do is come in, give it a shot, and win your way into a slam dunk deal.
What about our time to come and join our winner's circle here at Tape Branch in Artesia, Carlsbad, Hobbs, and Roswell, and shoot your way into instant savings?
We take the worry out of buying pre-owned vehicle with a 139-point inspection and backed with a 3-day money-back guarantee. You can't make a bad decision shopping at Roswell Ford, home of the Tailgate Nation.
Hi folks, Larry Skane, Service Manager at Roswell Ford. Our mobile service van turns your driveway into a service bay. All work is performed by Ford factory-trained technicians. Call Roswell Ford today to schedule your no-hassle mobile service appointment.
All the way up to 5th grade, we even have something for you, the parents.
Absolutely. And if you cannot come on Wednesday night, but you want your kids to come, you can text the word bus to 68878, and there will be a link that we send you that you can fill out and get your kids signed up for our bus ministry so they can come without you.
Thanks for watching, and go Bulldogs.
American Oil and Natural Gas provides a reliable energy solution, powers our economy, and ensures energy independence over foreign sources. As one of the country's leading producers, Coterra Energy has a responsibility to help meet these needs. We are growing our team and bringing on new team members who are passionate about energy and making a difference in the Permian. New team members receive a sign-on bonus and have access to an incredible benefits package. To apply, text Coterra to 71441. That's COTERRA to 71441. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
Paul says in Romans chapter 8, verse 31, "What shall we say about such wonderful things as these? If God is for us, who can ever be against us?" You know, we might ask, what's the wonderful things? Well, the wonderful things, of course, is what God can bless us with, how God takes care of us, how God is with us even in the darkest, deepest moments of our life. And so God is reminding us through the pen of Paul that even in your dark moments, your most best moments, who's right there with you? And it's God. God wants to be there for us. God wants to be a part of our life. God desires a relationship with each and every one of us. And so as you go through life, as you pass through milestones, both good and bad, both troubling and not so troubling, do you have someone who's standing there by you? Do you have a God who is your God? If you don't, we invite you to come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ and let us introduce you to God. Let us start telling you about who God is and what a great blessing He is in life.
Welcome back to the Bulldog Pit on the Tape Branch Halftime Show. Bulldogs lead Valencia 25-15. Joby, you've got some stats.
Yeah, Pamela's been keeping stats for us, so let's start with the Valencia Jaguars, the 13 seed. One of the stats, talked about at the first of the ball game, they come into this ball game 13-15. They were the district runner-up in their district. And scoring-wise, number 1, Adam Madrid has 1 point. Number 11, Mariana Perea has 5. He's hit a 3 and a 2-point field goal. And number 31, Carson Porter, has a 3-point field goal. Leading the way is number 2, Damian Estrada. He has 6. 2 from the free throw line. He's 2 for 4 from the line and 4 from the field with 2-point field goals. For the Artesia Bulldogs, the 4th seed and coming in 18-9 on the season, Nick Sanchez, the senior, with 5 points, a 2-point and a 3-point field goal. He also has 2 boards and 2 assists. Cameron Thorpe has 2 rebounds, 3 big assists, and 1 takeaway. Peyton Deans with 3 rebounds and 1 steal. Diego Weston has hit 2 3-pointers, 1 there toward the end of the period. He's got 6 points to go along with 4 boards and 1 takeaway. Chance Campbell, he has a bucket. He also has a rebound. And leading the way for the Artesia Bulldogs, the senior down low, Riley Jarrett, 12 points. 2 points of which came on and ones, and he also has 5 boards, so he's looking at to get a double-double tonight, as he's only 5 boards short with 12 points here in the first half. The Valencia Jaguars turned it over 6 times in the first half, the Bulldogs 5, so almost equal there. And the big stat, 25-15, Bulldogs lead by 10 here at the half.
Some scores that are final tonight, boys action. Navajo Prep 73, Coburg 26, Ruidoso 74, Bosque 68, Melrose 69, Mesilla Valley Christian 48. Manal beat Lordsburg 68-49. Academy for Technology in the Classics beat Tatum 53-41. Crown Point 61, West Las Vegas 60. Clovis Christian over Maxwell 49-43. Fort Sumner House beat Pine Hill 85-25. West Mesa beat Santa Fe 56-41. Hope Christian over Kirtland Central 67-51. Santa Rosa beat Rehoboth Christian 48-47. Cleveland 60, El Dorado 50. Albuquerque Academy 82, Goddard 52. Magdalena over Tohajali 76-15. Joby, those are the finals from the games that are being played today. Second half coming up next.
Keeping up with traditions and keeping up with the new culinary trends, the Adobe Rose is known for using farm-fresh, seasonal local ingredients. Chef Chloe creates dishes that are sure to keep you excited to return. The Adobe Rose menu is ever-changing based on what is in season and fresh. No freezers or microwaves, keeping to our traditions. Even the beer and wine list contain large selections from New Mexico. Come experience the atmosphere, fine food, and great service from Adobe Rose, located on North 13th Street, Artesia.
Hello, this is Andrew Davidson, Market President for First National Bank Artesia, inviting you to come and bank with us. We offer a full range of financial products that create possibilities in the lives we touch, and in this community we're proud to serve. Our friendly staff understands the importance of every financial transaction, whether you want to open a checking account or a personal loan, or finance your business or commercial property, or want to apply for a home loan. We're here to help. First National Bank Artesia. We're big enough to serve, small enough to care, and proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Call First National Bank in Artesia, 575-746-4794. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Attention high school students. Would you like more information on the safest university in New Mexico? Then RSVP today to our Eastern New Mexico University Open House Preview Day, Saturday, March 25th. At ENMU Open House, you'll have a chance to win great scholarships and prizes. Get more information about admissions, meet with the ENMU faculty, find out more about potential majors, and get a specialized campus tour. Sign up today at enmu.edu/open house. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
This is your lucky weekend. to find a great home in Artesia through Lois Oliver Real Estate. An open house will be on Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. 1819 Hermosa Drive, 41 Chamiso Road, 409 South 17th Street, and 41 Jenkins Drive. Pick up a 4-leaf clover at any one of the homes listed, and you could win a door prize. For more information, visit LoisOliverRealEstate.com. But get on out, make your own luck open house Sunday 1 to 3 p.m. with Lois Oliver Real Estate.
All right, let's get out the old grocery list here. Let's see, eggs, milk, bread, insurance. I don't want to shop for insurance.
Fortunately, you don't have to. George Gandy Insurance is here for you, shopping and comparing rates from different insurance carriers to save you money, time, and hassle. Visit a George Gandy Insurance location near you today.
We keep you covered. George Gandy Insurance.
Welcome back to the Bulldog Pit in Artesia. Joby, the winner of tonight's game, plays the winner of Valley Gallup. That game is underway. It started at 5, but no scores have been posted.
I heard it over the loudspeaker. Valley 30-20 over Gallup at the half.
Oh, wow.
Bulldog basketball to start the second half here. Swinging around the left side to Sanchez. Looks at the three, goes into the lane. He'll throw up a runner. It's partially blocked, gets his own rebound. On the right side baseline, he'll back it out to Thorpe. Thorpe out top to Wesson. And Diego will hold on to the ball. Get it to Sanchez. Sanchez works his way. They've changed up. Perea now going to guard Sanchez all game long. And now we've got a foul.
Away from the basket.
Oh, they're going to say 3 seconds on Peyton Deans. He had 1 foot out. Well, when I looked at him, he had 1 foot out. So, so the turnover back to the Jaguars on the first possession. 3-second call.
Well, they're keeping an eye on that.
As they should.
That's the rule.
Yep. All right, so Perea across the timeline gets it to Estrada, over to Abdullah. He tries to drive. He on the block, goes down to the baseline. It's tipped away by the Bulldogs, but Estrada comes back with it. Thorpe staying in front of him, goes down the baseline. He'll kick it to Estrada. No good. It's a turnover as it went through his hands. Other way comes Nick Sanchez. Nice pass. And the finish on the right side. Diego Wesson for 2. Nick Estrada with the, Nick Sanchez with the assist. And on the other end, Abdullah right on the right side. Nice shot as he takes it up into traffic and scores. 27-17 Bulldogs. Sanchez down the floor. Now he'll back it out. Bulldogs switch up their offense. Go to Jarrett. Jarrett looking, going to get it back to Sanchez. He'll go in on the left side. Now a stop. Looking for a screen from Deans. Now he'll turn and go away from it. Down the baseline. He's going to kick it. Wesson drives into the lane. He'll hand it off, and it's going to be taken away. We're going to have an offensive foul called on Diego Wesson.
He doesn't believe it. He's slow to get up off the floor, but
it was kind of a slow, it was kind of a late, they called it kind of slow is what I was trying to say.
Right.
But the call made nonetheless, so the foul on Wesson is his first team foul here in the second half. And Perea will come up the line, come up the court. He'll go to the left side. Wesson, I keep saying Wesson, three-point shot is going to be an air ball out of bounds. Shot taken by Baca. And so comes up about a foot short. Bulldog basketball. Peyton Deans to key it in to Nick Estrada. I like the everybody clap your hands. Always clap with it. Sanchez taking a look over at Coach Mondragon, who's down on both knees over there. Now he comes up to one knee. Bounce pass open. It's taken away. Going the other direction is Abdullah. He'll go into the lane and score. Riley Jarrett to Sanchez. The Bulldogs gave one up there on the turnover. 27-19 over to Cameron Thorpe. Trying to post up Deans down on the block. Outside he goes to Jarrett. Now to Sanchez on the right side. Three-point shot. They're going to call an offensive foul. Oh, no, they're going to call a foul on Valencia trying to battle through Riley Jarrett. And that's going to be on number 2, Damian Estrada.
That's his third foul. So he'll come out. And he's the one that's been not real happy with the way things have been called against him today.
Thorpe to key it in, gets it to Peyton Deans on the baseline. Shot up, no good. On the backside, Abdullah with the board, gets it to Perea. He'll go up the floor to the left side to Enriquez, who just checked in for Estrada. Back to Enriquez. He drives down the left baseline, cut off there by Thorpe and Deans. Now Perea drives in, kicks it. Madrid looks to taking the shot, does it, gets the ball back. If it was tipped away from him, he'll kick it back outside to Enriquez, and they'll reset. Both teams running a man-to-man defense. We haven't seen any defense except for man-to-man here in the ball game. Sometimes the Bulldogs will mix it up a little bit, and we may still see that with a zone mixed in. They run a three-man weave. They go underneath on the left side, and it's going to be tipped out of there by the Bulldogs, I think. It'll roll all the way over into our, oh, they're going to say it is off of the Bulldogs. So it comes over and hits the press table. Bulldog fans not happy. Campbell checks back into the ball game. Deans will get a break. And keying it in right in front of us is number 12, Fernando Enriquez, back into the backcourt. He goes to Mariano Perea. Picked up by Sanchez. Spins into the lane. He'll kick it over the left side corner. The three is up and off the rim, no good. There's a walk. He got away with it, but he turns it over. Throws it right to the Bulldogs. Did Abdullah. Free throw line. Jumper is no good. Long rebound comes down to Abdullah. He gets it ahead to Baca, who's going to take a little step and go up and under. And I thought they might have called the travel, but instead of foul called. That's going to be on Chance Campbell, which is his second. And the second team foul on the Bulldogs. 27-19 Bulldogs can be cut down to a 6-point lead with 2 free throws from Baca. First shot is up and off front of the rim, no good.
Well, the Bulldogs don't have, or had as big a lead as the girls had in their game last night. Girls were up by 21 at one point, and Moriarty cut it down to 6. And we're seeing a little bit of that here in this game.
He makes the second one, so gets within 7. As Porter checks in, and number 12, Enriquez, will take a seat. For the Bulldogs, coming in between free throws was Hammond, giving Nick Sanchez only his second break in the ballgame, and the first one was about 20 seconds is all. They double team Wesson, but he fights through it. He's going to be fouled as he goes ahead and finishes into the baseline or on down in the right side and scores, but the foul called on the floor earlier. That's on Porter, his first, and the second team foul on the Valencia Jaguars. Diego Wesson will key it in right in front of his bench. Gets it out to Hammond. Hammond on the right side, puts it on the floor. He bounce passes down to Wesson. Wesson goes up and scores. Nice take by Wesson. Back to a 9-point lead. Perea down the floor for the Jaguars. Sets a screen, does Abdullah, but Bulldogs play good defense over into the left corner to Abdullah. He tries to drive into the lane. He's going to kick it to the right side. On the baseline, going up and fouled, I guess.
Yeah, 2-shot foul.
We'll see. They're going to be on Thorpe or Campbell. That's going to be called on Cameron Thorpe, his first, and the third team foul. So on the floor, or on the line, I should say, number 1, Adam Madrid. He's got 1 point and can add to that. And the first one is going to roll in off the front of the rim. So now he has 2 points. Second free throw upcoming. 29-21, Artesia, 8-point lead. Second shot this time is off the back of the rim. Campbell had the rebound. It's tipped out of his hand and out of bounds off of Madrid. So it'll be Bulldog basketball. Is checking in for Baca will be number 12, Enriquez. And Nick Sanchez will check back in as well for David Hammond. 29-21 Bulldogs. We're 3:48 left here in the third period of the first round of the 2023 playoffs. The 4 seed taking on the 13 seed, Artesia and Valencia here at Bulldog Pit. And live on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Sanchez double teamed. They drop back out of it. He gets it to Thorpe, back to Nick. Nick will start to go around and then dribbles to the right side. And there's going to be a foul called on number 11, Mariano Perea.
Now there's quite a bit of contact between those two. Perea trying to reach in and knock the ball loose, and Nick obviously wanting to hang on to it and make a move to the basket. And they finally called the foul.
Checking back in, Richie Baca, and Carson Porter will take a seat. Bulldog basketball here on the, over to our left at the press table. Wesson into Sanchez. Baca on Sanchez, going to go out top to the long arms of Thorpe. And then the three up and no good. Long pass down the floor. Perea will have a run at it. Oh, blocked! Hustling down the floor, Diego Wesson And he blocks the shot, so it'll remain Valencia basketball, but no foul call. Good job there as he stretched out and got the block.
Yeah, he almost flipped over the rope holding the, where the walkway is.
Referee steps in and kind of breaks up as they were lining up there, and the Bulldogs and the Valencia Jaguars getting a little bit physical. But a foul going to be called on Campbell. I don't know if they called that on the floor or on the shot.
Well, you would think Abdullah would be a pretty good free throw shooter. He leads the team 405 points scored for the Jaguars coming into the game tonight.
They do call that on the floor. Peyton Deans checks in for Campbell. That was his third foul. They finally get it into Abdullah. He'll go outside to number 12, Enriquez. Working against Thorpe. Spins in the lane. Shot up and no good. Fighting for the rebound and coming down with it will be the Jaguars as they tip it outside. Abdullah in the right corner. He'll put it on the floor. Goes into the paint. He'll kick it. And Madrid for three. He's going to be long. Cameron Thorpe with the long rebound. Back to Sanchez. And the Bulldogs back to work offensively with an 8-point lead. Under 2:38 and counting. Sanchez backs it up on the left wing. Baca on him. Gets it to Thorpe. Oh, no, that's Riley Jarrett. I couldn't see through the official. Now Thorpe to Diego Wesson. Wesson outside to Sanchez as they go through their offense. Back screens, cuts. Sanchez into the corner. Wesson for three. Boom! Buries a three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Bulldogs go back up by 11, 32-21. Great assist for Nick. Running through that. They go down on the post and going up and short-arming it is Abdullah gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good. Coming out there with it is Diego Wesson. Great move on the right side. He'll hand it off to and we have a travel turnover on Peyton Deans. He tried to go behind the back, Gene, got stuck.
He was carrying it on his back and not very good. The other team from our district in the playoffs, Portales, they trail Taos 42-27 in the third. That game in Taos.
And still no update from the game that we're going to have to look at, I guess.
Gallup and Valley, no one's keeping that up to date.
Estrada on the other end. He'll throw up a shot, no good. Good block out. Boy, that's got to be, and it is a foul on Abdullah. That was a tremendous block out. Peyton Dean's given up about 7 inches, and he blocks Abdullah out. That's his third personal foul. He'll take a seat, a 4th team foul, as Porter checks back in. And for the Bulldogs, Nye Estrada checks into the ball game. Peyton Dean's into Nick Sanchez, and he'll work his way slowly down the court with an 11-point lead and 1:31 to go here in the third period. Estrada on the right side picked up by Madrid. He'll go out top to Dean, swing it over to Thorpe. Now down on the block. Nice move, shot up and good for Riley Jarrett. His 14th point in the ball game. Estrada on the other end, picked up by Thorpe, and they're going to call a push-off on him. He don't like it, but he pushed off, and a 1-minute timeout taken by the Valencia Jaguars. We'll take it to 34-21 Bulldog.
Incredible Printing is open for business. Located across the street from the Derek Floor statue in Artesia, Incredible Printing is Artesia's only local printer. Incredible Printing makes your business that high-flying brochure needed to advertise those new services or products. Incredible Printing also specializes in all carbon copy books and material. Incredible Printing is open in Artesia, across from the Derek Floor statue.
At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we understand the demands of everyday life, from work to school and all the activities in between. When you're on the go, you need the right transportation at the right time, and we can help. Let our professional sales team assist you in finding the right truck or SUV to handle your daily needs. From hauling kids to hauling equipment, we have the right Chevy, Buick, or GMC to make your life easier. We're here and ready to help today at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at guychevy.com.
Joby, Deming, and Del Norte in overtime. It's still going on. 73-68 Deming. The winner of that game gets to play Albuquerque Academy.
And is that a lower seed beating in the upper seed, or is that?
Well, that's an 8-9. So
8-9. So
but
right
yes,
there.
the 8 is leading.
Okay.
The 9.
All right. Sanchez in with the ball. That was the 4th foul on Damian Estrada. he stays in the ball game. Peyton Deans drives into the lane. His shot is blocked, but he's also fouled. And they're going to call that, I think, on number 12, Fernando Enriquez. That's going to be on him, his first and the 6th team foul.
The other 5 o'clock game, St. Pius and Silver. And that's in the third quarter. Pius up 28-21. That's a low-scoring game.
Shot up and no good for Peyton on the first front end of the 2 free throws.
All the other games had 6 o'clock starts.
Same as ours.
Correct.
Second shot up, and this time, off the rim, no good. So 0 for 2 there for Peyton. As he'll hustle back on defense against Abdullah. Perea on the top of the key changes his mind, swings it over to Chavez for an NBA three-pointer. It's off the rim, no good. Abdullah kicks it up high in the air, coming down with it for Valencia. Shot is up and counted, they say, for number 1, Adam Madrid. Called on Deans. That's going to be his 3rd foul. And the 5th team foul on the Bulldogs. 46 seconds to go here in the third period. The Bulldogs back down to an 11-point lead after that shot. Jay Zamarone will check in for Peyton Deans. As Madrid gets ready to shoot the shot, and Porter gets ready to check in. Shot up, no good. Abdullah gets the rebound. He'll put it on hard on the floor, driving. It was stripped away by Riley Jarrett, but it goes out of bounds off of him. So good job there by Jarrett, but a good job by Abdullah getting that offensive rebound. Get it into Abdullah, kick it outside to Baca. Now to Perea. It's tipped away by Estrada, but he'll get it back out to Perea. Picked up by Sanchez, playing good tight defense as Nick drives and kicks it over to Baca. Baca drives into the lane, throws up a runner. It's going to be no good. Abdullah gets the rebound. He'll get it back up. Short arms it, no good. Fighting again for the rebound. Again short arms it, but now a foul going to be called on Jay Zamarone. So that'll put Abdullah on the line to shoot 2.
He's just not getting his shots to go tonight. We saw the same thing on the other end of the floor in the first half. I mean, you don't be the leading scorer on the team and miss those shots. He's just struggling a little bit tonight.
Well, one thing that he's facing with the Bulldogs that he probably hasn't faced all year is the Bulldogs have multiple guys his size or bigger. You know, so he probably, most teams he's faced, has had one big like him. He's 6'5", very athletic. We got 5 guys that are 6'4", 6'5", that are very athletic. First shot was made, second shot no good. Cameron Thorpe will tip it to himself for the offensive or defensive rebound. And we're back down to a 10-point lead as we go down under 12 seconds. Sanchez working it down. We're down to 9 seconds. Now he'll put it into gear. Kick it to Zamarone. Oh, it's stolen away. Abdullah, and he walks with it. Whoa, how do you not call it travel? 3-point shot up and no good as he slid 30 feet. That's the end of the period. Bulldogs lead by 10, 34-24.
Hello, folks. Martin here from PRMI. That's right, Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated. I've been waiting a while to reveal the great news that we've taken our parent company name and things are only getting better for Southern New Mexico. I'm excited to announce that everything we do will be handled in-house. I have a dedicated processing, underwriting, and closing team, thus streamlining our process or your purchase or refinance. When you're looking for an in-town lender or someone that will communicate with you one-on-one and give you straight answers, call me, 575-749-6278, or visit me online at martin.chooseprimres.com. Remember, Martin at PRMI for your home finance.
PRMI is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 3094. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1815286.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
Time for the fourth quarter. Bulldogs up by 10, 34-24. Here's Joby.
All right, so Valencia basketball keying it in right in front of us here at the press table as Fernando Enriquez goes into the backcourt to Mariano Perea, and he'll be picked up by Sanchez. Goes over to the right side, hands it off. They run a little 3-man weave, and driving in the left side underneath he goes. Shot up, no good, but they're going to call a Watt Offensive foul. He just fouled out of the ball game. Number 2, Damian Estrada, fouls out as he drives in and gets the charge called.
So he's standing over by the bench. Coach, of course, will have a moment to decide who he wants to put in. And it looks like it's going to be Adam Madrid. No question, Estrada's been very frustrated tonight, not had one of his better games. But he'll come out of the ball game.
All right, Nick Sanchez works it across against Baca. He'll go into the right side. Stop. Fadeaway is up and off the front of the rim, no good. Peyton Deans and Riley Jarrett fighting for it, but coming out there with it will be the Valencia Jaguars. Abdullah now into the right corner to Madrid. Back to Abdullah, right wing. He puts it on the floor, kicks it back. Madrid at the free throw line, and we're going to have a foul called on Riley Jarrett. So really kind of a touch foul right there, but that's the call. That'll be the 7th. That'll be putting the Valencia Jaguars on the line to shoot the 1-and-1. So going to the line will be Madrid.
They were just, officials were just reminded of that by the horn, because they were going to let him inbound it.
Both teams now in the bonus. 7 fouls on both clubs. 7:17 to go here in the ball game. 34-24 Artesia. Madrid can get it down under, but he misses the first. It's going to be tipped out, and a good job there as Baca gets it on the long tip out by Abdullah. He get it out to Perea, swing it over to Madrid. Madrid will hand it off to Enriquez. Puts it on the floor, goes into the lane, pass to Abdullah, up and good. 34-26. Bulldogs by 8. Sanchez across the timeline on the left side. Working against Baca, swings it over to Diego Wesson. Bulldogs running their offense, swing it around, back to Nick Sanchez out top. Enriquez on the switch, now guarding. And Sanchez goes by him into the lane, puts up a runner, and it's good. Nice take there by Nick, about a 10-footer, and a 30-second timeout called by Coach Mondragon. 36-26 Bulldogs.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Hey, welcome back. I was sorry about that, Joby. I was looking at the Carlsbad score, and Carlsbad got beat by 1. And where was that score? I had it here.
I don't know, but Carlsbad, weren't they in the top higher seed?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that again. Anyway, 6:33 to go in the game. Bulldogs up by 10.
La Cueva beating Carlsbad at Carlsbad in the first round.
57-56. La Cueva wins.
That is an upset. All right, so coming down the floor is going to be Enriquez. He'll hand it off to Perea, and he's picked up by Sanchez. They'll go through their offense. Swing it over to Madrid on the right side, down to Abdullah. He's on the block, has it tipped away. Good steal. The Bulldogs had it. And then the ball is tipped away and rolls, and Valencia comes up with it. Abdullah kicks it to Madrid. He'll put it on the floor. Into the lane he goes. Left-handed shot up, no good. And there's a rebound for Riley Jarrett. Gets it to Sanchez. That's the 6th board for Jarrett. He had 5 in the first half, only 1 so far in the second. Nick Sanchez steps up and under, his shot blocked. Coming out of there with it is Baca. It's tipped away. Thorpe gets it. Sanchez with the ball. He'll go in on the left side, put up a jumper, and it's short. Gets his own rebound, fighting for it anyway. And they're going to be calling a ball out of bounds off of Valencia, so it'll be Bulldog basketball. 10-point lead with 5:42 to go, 36-26 Artesia. Cameron Thorpe will key it in on the right side baseline. They're asking for a towel or something. And here comes one of the managers for the Bulldogs, Mr. Gage, and he'll get a towel down there and wipe up whatever the official saw. Some sweat, I guess.
Well, they're sweaty basketball players. They were about
three of them on the floor. Yeah, 6 of them. Looking to get it in. Gets it in to Jarrett. His shot up and good. Nice pass by Thorpe. Nice cut by Riley and a great finish. Bulldogs back up by 12, 38-26. Perea goes around the screen by Abdullah. He'll fly in. His shot short arm, but Abdullah there for the putback. That's going to be his 9th point, and a timeout taken by the coach from Valencia. And that's a 30-second. We'll take it to 10-point lead, Artesia, 38-28.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Deming Del Norte is a final now, Joby. Deming wins and advances 73-68. Deming will play Albuquerque Academy next week. Here, 10-point lead for the Bulldogs with 5:20 to go in the game.
Dean's checked in that timeout. They're trying to double team Sanchez. He gets it across the timeline, going down the baseline. Jumper, 10-footer, up and good. Diego Wesson, he buries another one. Now has 15 points in the ball game, does Diego. Perea up the floor. 40-28 Artesia. He'll work on the right side, throws up a runner. It's no good, but a foul going to be called on Sanchez. And he can't believe it. I didn't see. He was like separated pretty good. He must have got him with the hand, because that's the foul that was called.
Yeah, back here. He got him with the hand back here.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of space between them, but a foul called, so must have got him. Perea at the line. First shot is up and rolls off the front of the rim, left side, no good. 40-28 Bulldogs, 5:02 to go in the ballgame. And we still don't have a score update on the Gallup game, right?
Correct.
And that's aggravating. Isn't that the NMAA website? So you'd think they would have that. Shot is up, and it will roll around and good. Checking back into the ballgame for Enriquez will be Carson Porter, number 31. And they're going to go into their full court press probably the rest of the ballgame here. Dean's into Sanchez. He'll go up the right side. He's hard to stop even by himself when they come at him with 3 players. Now he'll back up and go by Baca, right side into the lane. Nice pass. Peyton Deans with the finish. Great take by Sanchez. Drives in. They have to collapse. Peyton Deans wide open, and he finishes on the left side. Bulldogs 42. Valencia 29. Porter on the left wing. He's going to try to get it down to Abdullah. Can't do it. Now he steps and doesn't get it there. Gets it out to Baca. Now top to Perea. He backs up, goes to the right side. Stop. Kick it. Porter's going to swing it over to Baca in the left side corner. He's picked up over there by Wesson. He'll step back, shoot the three. It's off the rim, no good. Great block out by Peyton Deans. There's another board for Riley Jarrett. He now has 7, 3 away from a double-double for Riley. He leads all scorers, 16 points, 7 rebounds for the senior. Sanchez picked up by Madrid. Out top, he'll go by him on the right side into the lane. Throw up a runner, and it's good. Nick Sanchez with the finish. 9 points now for Nick. Coming back to the ball, Baca. He's going to throw it ahead to Abdullah. He'll drive. It's tipped away. Diego Wesson with the steal. Turnover. He's going to go in, lay it up, and good. Diego Wesson now 17 points in the ballgame. Another steal. Bulldogs 46, Valencia 29, and a full timeout taken by Valencia as the Bulldogs have lengthened out here by 15 with 3:37 to go in the ballgame.
Need new windows for your home? Beware of the sales gangster. Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing and Windows here. A sales gangster is a window salesperson with the mobster mentality. They intimidate, bully, and fast talk you into buying their less than quality windows during a 3-hour pitch. Think I'm kidding? Call a few window companies and see for yourself. Or you can skip the sales gangsters and call Trustmark. We have fair, no-nonsense pricing on our premium windows, and our appointments take only about 60 to 75 minutes. Just long enough to listen to what you need, show you your options, answer your questions, and give you a straightforward quote. Then it's up to you. We can take a no just as easy as a yes, but I'll guarantee you this: no sales gangsters. Sound fair? Call Trustmark Roofing and Windows Windows for your no-obligation spring window assessment. 575-755-7663 or visit TrustmarkRoofPros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Bulldogs have stretched the lead out, 46-29, 3:37 to go in the game. And Joby, it doesn't look like Valencia has anybody really other than Baca that can take three-point shots now that Estrada's fouled out. They really haven't been setting up for threes.
They drive down. We're going to have a turnover. It's going to be a travel.
Have you noticed that?
I have noticed that. They're not looking to take the three ball. Estrada for the Bulldogs looking to get it in. He does to Nick Sanchez, and then a foul call. The push on number 21, Richie Baca. So Nick Sanchez will go down. That's the 18th foul. The first on Baca, but Nick Sanchez will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Both teams with 18 fouls here.
Deming did beat Del Norte by 5, 73-68, so they'll play Academy. And St. Pius beat Silver by 3, 59-56. Silver gets to play Hope Christian.
All right, Nick Sanchez at the line, shot up and good on the first of 1-and-1. He now is in double digits with 10 points. Nick also has 4 rebounds and 5 assists, so a good all-around game for the point guard, the senior point guard for Artesia. Second shot up and good, makes them both, 11 points, and the Bulldogs lead by 19, 48-29. Perea picked up by Sanchez, pokes it away, but a foul going to be called on Nick.
He didn't look as surprised this time as he did the last time.
Yeah, he reached and got called for it, so that'll put Mariano Perea on the line to shoot the 1-and-1. He is a senior point guard. First shot off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped out by Estrada for the Bulldogs. Gets it open, then it's going to be tipped away. It was getting the rebound on the tip out by Nia Estrada was Diego Wesson. He gets it to Nick Sanchez, and then it's tipped away from him out of bounds. So they'll continue with their full court press here. And Estrada will get it into Sanchez. Sanchez in the backcourt. He'll drive to and almost through, and now he's across the timeline. Gets it to Estrada on the right side into the corner to Wesson. He goes to the baseline, puts up a jumper. It's going to be no good. Getting the rebound will be Nia Estrada, and then he's looked like he was fouled, but it's going to be off of the Valencia Jaguar that dove into him. So it'll remain Bulldog basketball. 48-29, 2:59 to go in the ballgame. 19-point lead. Diego Wesson gets it into Nick Sanchez, picked up by Baca on the left wing. Going to try to post up. Wesson now atop to Thorpe. Thorpe will swing it to Diego on the right wing now. Double teamed out there. As they come to him, he'll step through, and then he's fouled. They call that on who? Number 1, Madrid.
Well, they're almost at the point they've got to slow the game down. They've got to stop the clock and hope the Bulldogs miss some free throws here.
Porter going to check back in, and it'll be Madrid that'll take a seat. That was his third. Both teams with 19 fouls. You know, Valencia seems to be arguing a lot of the fouls like it's one-sided, but it's not. I mean, both teams with 19 fouls here in the second half.
I think they were even in the first half.
And they were. Shot is up, and it's going to be short on the 1-on-1, but he gets his own rebound. He'll go up and score. That's Diego Wesson with the board and the bucket after missing the front end of the 1-and-1.
Well, the tip was from Abdullah.
Yep, shot up and good. Nice spin move there by number 12, Fernando Enriquez. On the other end, goes in on the left side. Great take there. Nick Sanchez is going to be double teamed, but he'll go away from that quickly, and then he's fouled. That's going to be on number 21. No, on number 12. Nope, they do say 21, Richie Baca. His second and the 10th team foul, so that'll put Nick on the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Looks like Portales is going to end their season tonight in Taos. Taos up 59-38 in the fourth.
So the officials talking to both teams here as they're on the free throw line. I think they're just telling them let's cut down on the chatter. I think there's a lot of chit-chat between the two teams, which is pretty normal. Shot is up and good for Nick. He now has 12 points in the ballgame. Bulldogs up by 20, 51-31, their biggest lead of the ball game. Sanchez's second free throw is upcoming as the official will get him the ball. He'll step up to the line. Shot is up, and it's good. Timeout taken by Coach Mondragon. He'll have 2 left after this. It is a full timeout. 52-31 Bulldogs.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Welcome back. Trying to get that Gallup score. Artesia leads 52-31 with just a couple of minutes left in the game. And I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. 2:24 left. And, of course, the reason we're interested in that score is because the winner of that game is who the winner of this game is going to play on Wednesday, right? Wednesday afternoon?
3 or 2? You told me, but I've already forgotten.
3 o'clock
Wednesday.
Yeah. 52-31 Artesia here with 2:24 to go in the game.
All right, Valencia basketball bringing it up will be Perea. He'll go to the left side, looks for a screen, and he goes to the left side, gets to Porter. Now, 3-point shot is up and good for number 12, Fernando Enriquez. He buries it from the left wing. Porter trying to stay in front of Sanchez. He goes by him and then fouled. Nick Sanchez will go line to shoot 2.
I have a score.
Okay, what is it?
It is 60-42 Valley, 1:15 to play.
Now, that's a big upset.
That's an upset. That's a 12-5.
12-5, and you see that a lot of times in the NCAA. The 12-5 is the one that people always watch as being an upset, and so right now Valley might be the team we face, a 12 seed.
That's right.
Playing the 13 seed tonight, and looks like we're going to get the win as Nick buries that one, 53-34, and anything can happen. There's still a lot of time left, but right now the Bulldogs in control, up by 19, and looks like it might be up by 20. Sanchez second free throw is short, rolls around, no good. And then we're going to have a foul called on the Bulldogs, Riley Jarrett. That's going to be the 10th foul.
Well,
that'll put on the line.
I think it's Abdullah.
I believe you are correct. So Abdullah will go to the line. 2:05 to go here. Both teams in the double bonus. That was the second foul on Riley. The senior right now with 12 points and 7 boards. No, I'm sorry. He's got 16 points and 7 boards. First shot in and out for Abdullah. So, yeah, if Valley holds on and defeats Gallup, that's a big upset. 5-12. And the Bulldogs, that's if they can hold on, they would be facing Valley in the pit Wednesday. Shot up and good this time for Abdullah. And we got Madrid checking back in. Porter will take a break for Valencia. 18-point lead for the Bulldogs. Nia Estrada into Sanchez. Baca picking him up in the backcourt. He'll go down right by Baca, down Sanchez, goes through traffic, picks up his dribble, bounce pass to a wide open finish by Riley Jarrett. Nice assist and a finish for Riley Jarrett. The assist, 3-point shot up and off the rim, no good. And that'll go out of bounds off of who? It goes off of the Jaguars on the rebound attempt.
Madrid was one of the players for Jaguars that tried to get it, knocked it out.
Bulldogs back up by 20. Sanchez will split the double team. He's across the timeline. Picks up his dribble. It's tipped. He tries to get it to Estrada. Turnover on the Bulldogs. On the other end, shot up and no good. Riley Jarrett battling. Estrada comes out of there with it. He'll get it ahead. Down the floor, going in on the right side. His shot is blocked and fouled is Diego Wesson.
Fernando Enriquez trying to block the shot. He'll get whistled for the foul.
Boy, I'm watching these guys. A lot of talk going on between and
Coach says, get over here. I want to give you the play while Wesson shoots.
Wesson, the middle linebacker for the Bulldogs, and boy, he's being talked to by the player that just fouled him, and Diego kind of shrugged his shoulders and said something back, like
It's like,
look at
oh.
the scoreboard.
It's whatever.
55-35, and now I think a technical.
Did they do a T? TT somebody up?
Well, I'm thinking they did, and that's what happened. He wouldn't stop. Let's see who they call it on. But a technical foul called on the free throw, so we shoot a free throw, miss it, and in between the next free throw, a technical foul called.
So we still have one more free throw to shoot.
Plus 2 free throws for the technical, plus the ball back.
Okay. With 1:26 to go in the game, officials telling Coach Mondragon, just go stand over to your place. And it looks like, is that number 12? No, number 1, so Adam Madrid. So he'll get the technical. So is this the completion of the 2-shot free throw, or is this the technical shot? I keep forgetting what order they do that.
Completion, because I heard him say 1.
Okay.
And Nick Sanchez will probably shoot the 2 free throws. Second free throw is up and no good for Diego. So he missed both of his 2, and now Nick Sanchez will shoot the the 2 technical fouls, or the 2 technical shots, the 2 free throws. And Madrid must have went over and sat down immediately because he wasn't standing there with the coach after the free throw. First technical foul is made by Nick Sanchez. Seems like he always gets his. You know, he wasn't scoring much in the first. Now he's up to 15 points. Third leading scorer. We got a 19 points for Diego Weston, 18 for Riley Jarrett, and now 16 for Nick Sanchez.
Yeah, they didn't contain our big shooters, and a big night for Jarrett. We kind of contained their shooters. Abdullah held to just 10 points so far tonight.
1:25 to go. Nick Sanchez in the backcourt, picked up by Baca. 57-35. He'll go to the right of him. Still maintaining his dribble as Nick. Now he'll go back, kick it over to Weston. Back to Sanchez. He'll go into the middle of the lane. Nice pass and a finish. Riley Jarrett scores. That's his 20th point. Another assist for Nick Sanchez. Bulldogs up by 24, their biggest lead of the ballgame. On the other end, shot up, no good. There's Diego Weston, backside rebound. We're under a minute to go. Weston up the floor quickly to the right side. Come out and try to foul him, and then the foul called. I know a timeout taken by Coach Mondragon.
I have a final.
He's going to get some players in. Go ahead.
I have a final. 63-44 Valley.
Well, that's who we're going to play then, because this game is all over but the crying. We're up by 24. There's under a minute to go, and the Bulldogs are going to have some substitutes come in here. Should have a big round of applause for the starters who've been on the floor, and we'll get a break at the end of the ball game. But all right, so the 12 seed going to be playing the 4 seed on Wednesday. I mean, the game ain't over here, Gene, but we're going to get the win. I don't see how they can score 24 points in under 30 seconds.
So that's right. Valley upsets Gallup 63-44 in Gallup.
It's the 12 seed Valley 63.
And there it is from Coach Jaramillo, the PA.
Yeah.
And so the Bulldogs will be taking on the 12 seed. So they played the 13 tonight, going to get this win. And now we'll travel up. Boy, that he really couldn't draw it up better going into the quarterfinals, taking on the 12 seed. That doesn't mean we're going to win, but it just means we're playing a lower seed again.
Right.
Which if Gallup would have won, they would have been a lower seed at 5, but it would have been 4-5. Instead, it's going to be 4-12.
Right, and we're on the same side of the bracket as the number 1.
Right.
So Academy is going to play Deming, the 8. They beat Del Norte 73-68. And that game will be at 11:30 on the 8th.
All right, so in for the Bulldogs, Japheth Zamaron along with Adrian Zamaron at the line after being fouled. David Hammond also in for the Bulldogs. Ricky Armendariz. Hammond drains the first, and Demisio Hernandez. And now 5 new guys coming in for the Jaguars. 25, 22, 3, 14, and 12, or 30.
Jordan Henry, Jorge Zuniga, Carlos Tafoya, Diego Baeza.
Second shot up and no good. Valencia will come out of there with the rebound. I thought we were under 30, but we were under 50.
Yeah.
45 seconds on the right side. Pitch it over does Zuniga. Back outside to Torres Garcia. Now Zuniga for three off the rim, no good. On the backside, rebound, and then a foul. Number 35, Diego Baeza, goes up on the baseline. He's fouled by Nemesio Hernandez. So he'll go to the line to shoot two. So Diego Baeza, just a freshman, a 5'10" freshman, gets some playing time here at the end of the ball game. 31.3 seconds to go. His first free throw is good.
Am I hearing a duck?
I don't know what that was. Sounded like a duck call, didn't it?
Yeah.
Checking in for Valencia is Jordy Giron. He comes in for number 25 as the second shot is made by Baeza, 60-37. Hammond in, and he will work his way down the floor, back up, and now get it across the timeline, and a foul going to be called on number 3, Jorge Zuniga. So at the line will be David Hammond.
Taos defeats Portales 63-44. Taos will advance to play the Highland-Pewaukee Valley winner. Let me see if I can find that one.
So it was just announced to
the Carlsbad score?
Carlsbad score. La Cueva with the upset defeats Carlsbad at Carlsbad. As number 25, Henry, checks back in, and taking a seat will be number 35, Diego Baeza.
Highland, the 2 advance. They beat Pewaukee Valley 84-41.
Second shot is up and in and out, no good. Almadeira's trying to get the board, but it's saved by Valencia. Down the floor they come as we go under 20 seconds. Over to the left side, the 3 is put up and off the rim, no good. Japheth Zamaron with the rebound. He'll get it to open. We're going to have an offensive foul called on Ricky Almendares as he knocks down a player for the Jaguars. It's number 3 going to the line, Jorge Zuniga.
He's 5'5", and then number 5, Jorge Giron, is 5'6". Jordan Henry is 5'6".
Shot up, no good, but he gets 2 as both teams in the double bonus. Yeah, the 5'5" Jorge Zuniga gets knocked down by the 6'3" Ricky Almendares. Second shot up and good.
Well, and you have some freshmen. Giron is a freshman, Henry and Baeza are freshmen.
Hammond working his way down to 4 seconds. Should be able to just dribble, but they're going to come out on him, so he can't just dribble it around. Now he can. That will end the ball game. Our Artesia Bulldogs advance. They defeat the number 13 seed, Valencia, and the 4 seed will move ahead 60-38, our final.
Guy Chevrolet postgame show begins. We'll have an interview with the coach, some stats, and some scores when we come back.
At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we understand the demands of everyday life, from work to school and all the activities in between. When you're on the go, you need the right transportation at the right time, and we can help. Let our professional sales team assist you in finding the right truck or SUV to handle your daily needs. From hauling kids to hauling equipment, we have the right Chevy, Buick, or GMC to make your life easier. We're here and ready to help today at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925, we have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here joined by Coach Kirkwood. And Coach, big win here for Artesia. Let's talk about this game. Just give us the insight from 1 through 4, first through 4 period.
Well, we had them scouted pretty well. Our guys knew exactly what their sets were, and then we did a pretty good job of rebounding. They kind of went on a little bit of run there. In the second half, they got some offensive rebounds on us, but then we settled back down and started blocking out. Did really good job, and we hit some free throws down the stretch. But first, hey, there's nothing better than 2 basketball teams from Artesia going up to Albuquerque.
Yeah, that's fantastic. The girls win last night. You guys win tonight. Both advance, as you said, get to go play in the pit. You guys, 3 o'clock Wednesday, and I don't know if you heard it, it was announced, but Valley with the big upset over Gallup, so you're playing Valley.
Well, I tell you what, Valley, they're really good, and they're just like this team here. They're a bunch of guards and stuff, so we got to be ready for them. We got to be ready to block out, and we got to be able to guard outside. And, another thing I just got to mention, Nick had kind of a struggle the first half. And the second half, he had hit some shots, made some good free throws, and then he did a pretty good job of finding some guys for some other buckets down low.
Yeah, we had him with 7 assists and 17 points.
Yeah.
You also had two other Bulldogs in double figures, 20 for Riley Jarrett and Diego Weston with 16 for Sanchez. So 20, 19, and 16, some high scoring there.
That's really good. That just goes to show that we got some other guys. A lot of times people think it's just one-man show, but it's not. We got a complete team.
You really do. Coach, congratulations on the win. You guys get rested up and get ready to travel to Albuquerque.
Hey, thank y'all. We'll see y'all up there. Appreciate y'all.
We'll see you there. All right, Bulldog fans, we're going to continue here with the Guy Chevrolet postgame show. When we come back, we'll have some stats for you and some scores from around the state.
It's important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road, or online at deansinc.com.
Welcome back here to the Bulldog Pit in Artesia, New Mexico, where the Artesia Bulldogs defeat the Valencia Jaguars 60-38 to advance to the Elite Eight of the NMAA State Basketball Tournament. I'm Gene Dowd. Joby Hodling is here. And Joby, took a little while for the Bulldog scorers to get rolling, but they finally did. Valencia never really got on track with their shooting. We held one of their big scorers to just 10 points. You've got the stats for tonight's game.
Yeah, and we got to give a lot of credit to the Bulldog defense. They have been really good all season long, and that's, their defense, I would say more so than their offense, although we got Nick Sanchez, who is a power on offense, but really defense really good. The Bulldogs are long and athletic and deep, and that's a big thing as you get ready to go into the playoffs. And so, as you said, now finish the game and win it as the 4 seed. They'll advance to play next Wednesday. But let's look at the stats for the Valencia Jaguars. Adam Madrid ends up with 4 points. Damian Estrada with 6. Jorge Zuniga with 1. Mariana Perea with 6 points in the ball game. Fernando Enriquez with 5. He had a 3 and a 2. Richie Baca with 1. Carson Porter with 3. Diego Baeza came in late there, got 2 free throws. And leading the way was Ali Abdullah. He ends up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points, as Gene said, to lead the scoring for the Valencia Jaguars. They had 6 turnovers in the first half, 8 in the second, and 14 for the game. For the Artesia Bulldogs, Nick Sanchez ends up with 16 points. Only had 5 in the first half, but really came alive in the second. He also had 4 rebounds to go along with 7 assists. Cameron Thorpe with 4 boards, 3 assists, and 3 takeaways. Peyton Deans with 2 points. He also had 3 boards and a steal. Nia Estrada had 2 rebounds. Diego Weston, a big game from Diego. He ends up with 19 points and 8 rebounds, also 2 steals for Diego. David Hammond had 1 point, going 1 for 2 from the line. Chance Campbell with a bucket and also a rebound. And leading the way for the Artesia Bulldogs, the senior post, Riley Jarrett. He has 1 steal, but he has 20 points to go along with 7 rebounds. David Zamarone also with the board. The Bulldogs turned it over 5 times in the first half, 7 in the second, for a total of 12. The final score, that's the biggest stat, Gene, 60-38 Artesia.
So the bracket is ready to go for next week. Albuquerque Academy, the number 1 seed, they beat up on Goddard tonight, 82-52. And Deming hung on to beat Del Norte, 73-68. So the number 1 versus the number 8 Academy versus Deming. St. Pius gets past Silver, the 3 over the 4, 59-56. And the number 6 Hope Christian beats Kirtland Central 67-51. So number 3 St. Pius, number 6 Hope Christian. Taos eliminates Portales 63-44. That's a 7 over a 10. And the number 2 Highland Hornets beat Poake Valley 84-41. So Taos and Highland, that's the 2-7. And of course Gallup and Valley defeated Gallup tonight. And so that means Valley is who Artesia will play. 63-44 was the final of that game. That wasn't close. I mean, it was close, but it wasn't like a tight upset by 1 or 2 points. That was a pretty good win by Valley. And so Artesia will play Valley 3 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon at the Bulldog Pit. But before then, or at the Albuquerque Pit. Thank you very much. But before then, Joby, we have softball on Monday and girls basketball at the state tournament on Tuesday.
That is the 4 and the 5 seed, Hope Christian, and our very own Artesia Lady Bulldogs, 8 a.m. Tuesday morning, as Gene said. We'll be there, have it live on all of our platforms, but it will be audio only, as we can't do the live stream video, but we will be there and have audio only. But a big game for Artesia, as they're on, I think, a 9-game winning streak after going 6-0 through district and winning the district championship. The Bulldogs, boys, same thing. I think they're on a 8 or 9 game winning streak. They also go 6-0 in district and then win the district tourney championship. So, and then both teams win last night and tonight respectively. So Artesia hot right now, both the girls and the boys. Softball's getting underway. Baseball has started. They end up going 1-2 in the Hobbs round robin this weekend, but a lot of underclassmen mixed in with their upperclassmen in baseball. So all the teams looking for a great year. The Bulldog basketball right now ready to go and try to make a run at the state title. Both teams.
Both teams. So next week we'll have, I think it's at 6:30 Monday night. I'm probably doing that because you're headed up to Albuquerque. So we'll have the softball game against Ruidoso. That's a single game. Tuesday and Wednesday you'll be doing girls and boys basketball. And then depending on when the boys and girls play their basketball games, the baseball team is at the Carlsbad tournament next week, and the girls are at the Las Cruces tournament next week. I don't think we'll have anybody to go down to Las Cruces, but we'll try to cover Carlsbad when we're not covering the basketball games. Joby, it's fun kind of sitting in, filling in for Robbie, who keeps finding weddings and other trips to go on instead of covering basketball.
Yeah, Robbie is busy just like everybody. Had some things come up, and he was lamenting to me a couple of weeks ago, said, I'm going to miss the state tournament again, and because he hadn't been able to go the last, I don't know if he's ever been there for the basketball state tournament, and once again can't go this year. But nonetheless, hope they have a safe trip home. They may be getting in tonight, so if they're not already home, but yeah, we'll be. We got a lot of games to cover, Gene, and we're going to get them covered.
All right, thank you, Joby. Anything else you'd like to say?
Nope, we're good.
Don't you got to say your phrase?
Which one? I haven't been saying one in basketball. What was it? I've already forgotten. Bulldogs win.
It's.
I don't remember.
Great
to be a Bulldog.
That concludes this broadcast of sports on KSVP AM and FM and KSVPTV.com. Sports on Pecos Valley Broadcasting are presented by PVT, Sondy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Artesia Animal Clinic, Central Valley Electric, Devon Energy, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Hermosa Church of Christ, J.S. Ward & Son, H.F. Sinclair, Smile Expressions, Forest Tire, Crouch Plumbing, Incredible Printing, Cisco Equipment, Bob Reed Pest Control, KFC of Artesia, Maze Lumber, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Big O Tires, Adobe Rose, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, K Branch of Artesia, Rebel Daughters Barbecue, J&J Home Care, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Faith Baptist Church, Artesia Credit Union, Deans Incorporated,